Hello. It is Saturday and it is raining in Dublin, and I'm very well. I'm just in from the rain and I am having a very nice day so far. A little bit of work this morning, working on my next video for the channel, and that's very exciting. I'm doing a whole lesson on nutrition, top vocabulary for nutrition. I don't know what happened there, sorry. And yeah, hi Fisher, Custom Base. Hi, how are ya? Thanks for joining me today. I'm just cleaning my glasses. What's up? Yes, it's on Saturday. It's the afternoon. It's raining outside, and I did some work today on my channel. I did some video work. So, yeah, where are you? Tell me where you're from. Say hi, let me know, and let me know what you're up to. I'm just popping on here for a little while, and oh, I'm very good. I'm great, thank you. I've had a nice day so far. I had a good sleep last night, and it's been a nice day, productive day. All is well. I keep getting messages. I don't get many messages, and then I go live, and then I get loads of messages. But how's everybody? Say hi in the chat. It's like a Saturday, but it's a little bit of a work day. I'm working on my video. I'm here doing the live with you guys just to chat for a while. Hey Zog, my best friend in the world. Wow, you're very kind, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me again. Yeah, it's just a nice Saturday. I got up, I planned all the stuff for the next video, the script, and then I picked all the words that I wanted to do. So I'm just working on that. And then we have my uncle coming down today. He's coming down for dinner. So he lives up on, there's a mountain right beside my house. So I drove up there with my dad and I collected my uncle. And yeah, gonna have a nice family dinner later and chill out. And I'm gonna do a little bit more work. I'm gonna do the live, do a little bit more work, and then I think it's back to some Minecrafting. And hopefully I might chat to some friends later. I did all my socializing during the week, so I'm having a nice kind of solo weekend where I get to focus on relaxing, working on YouTube, and then just having a nice time. Nice dinner, nice food. I had some really nice bread earlier. I had some cheddar bread. So, yeah, yeah. Thanks, Fisher. Fisher Custom Baits, thank you. And yeah, I'm thinking about watching some new TV as well. I did see on Disney Plus they have a new Alien. Let me just see if I get the name of it. It's a new Alien TV show, Alien Earth. So I might check that out later. I think there's like 3 episodes. So I do love my sci-fi. Yeah. Oh, the cheddar bread was very, very good. I got it yesterday in Tesco, which is a supermarket here, and I got 3 things actually. I got the cheddar bread, and it was lovely. It's kind of like yellow, and it had really nice nuts inside. And then I also got a pie for me and my parents. It was like a blueberry pie with lemon in it. It was very good. And then I got my mother some crumpets, some like English crumpets, and she likes to have them toasted with lots of butter on them. So, yeah, about you like the fish or custom base is saying that they like movies about Ananuki. Ananuki, am I saying that right? What's you'll have to tell me what Ananuki is. My taste in movies, I do like sci-fi. Um, I will watch any kind of Marvel movie. Hello, Anderson Jorge. You're from Brazil. You're very welcome. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you're having nice weather in Brazil. My weather here in Dublin, in Ireland, is very rainy. It's definitely, you can feel that the summer is over. I think I watched on the news, they said we're having an early autumn or a false autumn. So maybe it's a bit cold and then it's going to get warm again. Anuki is sci-fi. I'm going to Google Anuki and see what kind of style is it? Is it anime? Let's have a look. Anuki, or a group of deities. Sci-fi. Okay. Sci-fi. Let me just see if I can see it. Science fiction stories, films, and other media that incorporate themes and concepts from the Anunnaki theories, which posit that the Anunnaki were an ancient alien race who genetically engineered humans for labor to mine gold. Wow, that sounds very, very interesting. Sounds like a whole kind of idea of, a whole universe of fun that you can find. 10,000 years ago. Wow, that's really interesting. Really good fictional premise for science fiction. I'm a little bit more vanilla in my picks. I like Star Wars, Star Trek. Although I don't really like the new Star Trek stuff. I was really big into Star Trek when I was a teenager and into my 20s, like The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Voyager. They were the ones that I really loved. The Anunnaki were real. Wow. Wow. I thought you said science fiction. They were. So, wow, this is a whole belief system. Wow, that's incredible. That's very interesting. But yeah, I'm much more conventional with Star Trek, Star Wars. I do. Star Wars can be a bit hit and miss, but it's quite good. And Marvel, of course, I'll watch really any Marvel, even though sometimes it's quite bad. But yeah, what kind of TV shows do you guys like to watch? So far this year, it's been Severance has been very really good. I've quite enjoyed that one. That was really big on Apple TV. What else have I been watching? Some of the Marvel stuff has been good. Ironheart was not bad, and what else? And then I watch like some kind of conventional stuff. I don't really watch normal TV. I watch a lot of streaming stuff, and I watch a lot of YouTube. Really, like that would be my go to thing every day for TV entertainment. I have a couple of people that I follow, and I would go to them. Hopefully, a little bit like you guys with me, but they would be. I'd have maybe 5 or 6 channels, and they would be the ones that I would kind of hit up if I want to watch something. I also like a little bit of TikTok. I don't find the shorts on YouTube great. I don't know what the quality issue is, but I find TikTok really engaging and fun to watch. So yeah, I hope YouTube can improve the algorithm. I just find when I'm watching YouTube shorts that I just find the quality is not great. Not visually, just actually the content is a little bit not great, but hopefully they're working on it. I think it's difficult for them to do, long format videos and shorts in the same app, but they are improving. I mean, that's the good thing with YouTube, and I'll always defend YouTube. They're great for innovation and listening to creators. But yeah, so sci-fi and Marvel movies. I'm a big fan of the Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange. So let me know what movies you guys like. Maybe we might have something else in common. I like fantasy movies, Lord of the Rings. What else? God, there's probably so many. I remember that did love The Matrix, the first three movies, but the new one they made was dreadful. But I just love a good sci-fi, good premise, something really good to watch. That's really good and meaty. I don't really watch much conventional dramas, like medical dramas or anything like that. So Anderson Jorge is asking where I'm from, and I am from Ireland, and yeah, I'm in Dublin in Ireland in Europe, and yeah, so you're from Brazil. There's many Brazilians in Dublin. I know a few Brazilians, and I've taught a few Brazilians. Great people. We actually have lots of Brazilian restaurants in Dublin as well. There's a big Brazilian population here. Yeah, and they do a lot of Brazilians come here to learn English. So Anderson is from Rio de Janeiro. Wow, that's a place I've never been to South America. I've been to the United States about 22 years ago. But Bougie Bougie, hi Bougie Bougie. Hello again, my friend. I'm just talking about where I've been. So I've been to the United States. I went about 22 years ago. This is actually a really good story. It was just after, I think it was like 2 years after September the 11th in 2001. So it would have been like 2003. So 22 years ago, I was in America, and at the time I was working in a supermarket. Bougie Bougie, it's going well, man. I hope you're all well and everything's good with you. So this trip to America, I was working in a supermarket in Tesco, and I had three good friends and one of their boyfriends. So it was me, three girls, and one of their boyfriends. And we all went to America for United States of America for 1 month in August 2004, 2003. I can't really remember the exact year. And it was a amazing experience. It was a crazy experience. So we landed in New York from Dublin. I think it was like the 1st or the 2nd of August. And we were in New York and we spent like a day or two there and everything was going great. And we decided that we wanted to travel across America, the United States, on the Greyhound bus service. Anderson's just asked me, do I teach English? Yes, the channel is all about professional English, medical English, and business English. So you'll find lots on the channel on my long format videos. And I have a student membership as well. So this trip to America, we ended up with we decided that we wanted to travel across the United States and we wanted to have freedom really to go wherever we wanted. And we decided that the best way to travel across the states was to get a Greyhound bus pass. We got a 21-day pass, and I think it was like $270. And basically, you could travel anywhere on the network for any time you wanted. It was like a free pass. It was great. Bougie, you can just subscribe. If you go under this video, there should be a subscription button. If you want to join the student membership, there should be an option beneath the video, or you can go to the channel page and join the student membership there. There's a few different tiers. Student membership's the best one in my opinion. You get PDF guides with all the lessons. But if you just want to subscribe, there should be just a button below here somewhere. So, second day, we got the bus and we decided that we wanted to go to Memphis. If you don't know, Memphis is a city in America, it's in Tennessee. And the reason we wanted to go to Memphis in Tennessee is because we wanted to go to Graceland. And Graceland is the home of Elvis Presley. And I didn't really I didn't really know much about Elvis, to be honest. My dad was a big Elvis fan, and I think I remember a few albums and journals and annuals around, but I didn't really have that much knowledge of Elvis. But we went to Memphis, and we stayed in a motel, a very classic, American motel, with a swimming pool and it was painted pink outside, and I thought it was great. It had a bed, it had a toilet, a bathroom. What more do you want? So we went to Graceland, and to be honest, I didn't really want to go. I was more inclined, I wanted to go to Dollywood, which is the Dolly Parton amusement park. But we went to Graceland, and I have to say, it was amazing. I entered Graceland not an Elvis fan, and by the end, you go through the whole house and you go into the jungle room, and you see his mother's bedroom, and you see lots of different parts. The whole big complex, really. It looks like just a mansion from the outside, but it's huge. And by the time at the end of the tour, you're at Elvis's grave, and you can get a picture of it. It's quite iconic. All the whole family is there. So yeah, I was very emotional by the time because you go through his whole life, the whole house, you see all the journey, you see all his records, and it was a great experience. By the time you get to the grave, I was Elvis, very very sad. My battery is going a little bit low, but hopefully we have enough there. So Bougie just asked me, where are you now? I'm in Dublin in Ireland, in Europe. So that's where I am. I'm Irish, I speak English. My English is very close to British English, so I hope that helps. So after Graceland, we stayed in Memphis for another night. We went to Beale Street, and Beale Street, I think, is the home of jazz, or thought to be the home of jazz. But it was okay. We were like 21, so we could drink alcohol. But Americans have a very different relationship with alcohol than Irish. And by 21, we were like professional drinkers. And Americans are quite lightweight with drinking. They don't really drink as much as we would. So after like two drinks, they're like dancing crazy, and we were 21 looking at them going, yeah, okay. So Anderson Jorge, I gotta go. Bye, Anderson. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you again. I do lives most days of the week, so just jump on anytime and join me. Nice to see you. Have a great day in Brazil. So Graceland, Memphis, it was a good experience. I liked it. And then from there, we got back on the bus and we decided to go all the way from Memphis, all the way to San Diego. San Diego is in California on the other side of the country. So, in all, from New York to California, we spent about 3 or 4 days on the bus constantly. So, we stopped off in Memphis and then we were there for a day or two and then we continued our journey. But the journey was crazy. So, from Memphis, we went down into Arkansas, all on the bus, and then into Texas. Now, Texas is huge compared to like my country, Ireland. Texas is huge as a state. We went into Dallas, then we went down to the border in El Paso, which was crazy, then to Phoenix, and then we went over the Rocky Mountains. And when we did, I always remember the bus driver had to turn off all the electrics, all the air conditioning, just so the bus would have enough energy to go up the mountain and down into San Diego. And San Diego was amazing. It was a beautiful, beautiful place. I'd really recommend. It's a lovely, clean, beautiful, nice city, and it's on the coast, and it really, like, the beach is like, it's like Baywatch. If you're maybe my age, you might remember Pamela Anderson and David Hasselhoff on the beach in their sexy swimsuits, saving people every week from sharks and things. And San Diego Beach was exactly like that. It was full of beautiful bodies, amazing surf. I remember in the surf there was pelicans diving into the water around us, and full of hippies. I saw a granny, like maybe in her 90s, with like very long hair on a bike, and she was really cool. And yeah, it was a great experience. And then we went up to LA for a few days. We went, no, I think we went up to LA for like a week, and we stayed. We decided we wanted to, be right in the middle of the action in LA. So we didn't really know much about Los Angeles. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Los Angeles. Let me know what you thought. So we decided to stay like one street away from the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where they have the stars in the pavement. You can walk along and see like Britney Spears and all this. So our hotel was just like one street away from the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and it was an incredibly rough area. We were very green, we were very young, and it was full of dangerous people. We were very afraid. I remember when we pulled into the bus station in downtown Los Angeles, and we came out, and it was just very like war zone. A taxi pulled up and said, "Get in, get in." It was kind of crazy. So Los Angeles, we were kind of scared to go anywhere or do anything. So I really don't remember that we did very much besides go home and stay in the hotel every day. But we did go to like Universal Studios. That was quite good, and I discovered that I kind of liked roller coasters. Not crazy big roller coasters, but like nice, nice twists and bends and things like that. I also went to see, when I was in San Diego, we went to SeaWorld, and this was at a time when maybe our knowledge or our perception of, the rights of the whales wasn't really well known. Like, looking back, I don't want to cause brand trouble, but I would be against putting whales into like small, aquarium size pools. Like, I don't think it makes sense. So I have a hello from Wise and Cube. Hi, Wise and Cube. Thanks for joining today. So yeah, I did go to SeaWorld. I do regret it. They did have a roller coaster that I really enjoyed, but it was quite problematic, I will say. Like, they have a whole section before the whale show where they explain why the fin is like this, and the reason the fin is like this is because they're in captivity. Anyway, but I did like Universal Studios. That was great fun, and I would love to go back to one of those theme parks, like Disneyland, anything like that. I would love to try again. It was great fun. I kind of like the fun of that day, and you're like a big kid again. So that was really fun. But we decided we were going to keep going. We were in LA and we were going to keep going to San Francisco. But by this time, we were sick of the bus because the bus was, difficult to be on. There was an ammonia toilet at the back of the bus, which kind of smelled very bad. The bus felt dangerous at times. Sometimes there was people on it that we were a little bit afraid of. There was, I got slapped once, but on the arm on the bus, it was a little bit. But I went from New York to California on the bus, and it was amazing to see the size of the United States, the culture, the difference, going from the green of New York down into the deserts, and then to appear on the coast. It was incredible. It was a great trip. Wise and Cube is asking me, do I know Gold Reef City? I think I've heard of it, but let me just check. I'm going to Google Gold Reef City. Let me see. It's in Johannesburg, is it? It's coming up when I Google it. It's saying, Gold Reef City. It's a theme park. Is that what you mean? Let me see. I'm just going to Google and see. It's in Johannesburg. Oh, it looks cool. Yeah, I don't know now if I'd be okay. I think I'm okay with like indoor. Like I remember going on Jurassic Park in Universal Studios, and that was a little bit outdoor, and then you're indoor, and then I don't know if I'm able for the big, huge roller coasters, or more like ones that are a little bit like I remember another one that was the Mummy, and that was all indoors, and you could go in, and you went backwards, and there was special effects. I think I'm better with those ones. I don't think I'd be able for a roller coaster that went up and then went like straight down. I think I'd be terrified. I'm at an age now where I don't feel like I have to do these things to prove anything to myself. If I see something and I'm like, no, that's not for me, I'm quite comfortable saying I don't feel like I less of a man if I don't do something. Um, where should we use the preposition to? So, Suri Yanshu, that is a really great question. And that is also like it's used so much in English, really. But let me just, I think the best thing to do is with big questions like this, like when you're using, let me just take a note of your question. And what we'll do is, if you come back for the next lesson, I will have a whole lesson ready for you. Now, I'm just going to put it in my diary. So it does indicate a lot of things. To means to indicate something in a direction. So to something, to a location, to a person. I give something to, I'm going to a location, to a time. So as a preposition, it just indicates a lot of direction and where something is going. But it does have many uses in English, and there is a little bit of confusion with the number to as a verb or preposition, and then to as in also. So, what the question you've asked is huge, and, I'll definitely cover it in another live lesson if you come back in a day or two and we can talk about it a bit more. So, Wise and Cube, you've just subscribed. Thank you so much for joining the channel. We also have lots of options here. If you stay with the channel a lot more, you'll see lots more offers and things like that. So I have Felipe Mize. Hi everyone, happy to meet you all. Thanks for this live. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Felipe, and it's great to have you here. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Let me just make sure I have everything here. So let's have a look. So yeah, let me just see. I have some topics that I always have some topics scribbled down. So yeah, I think earlier I was talking about Star Wars and Star Trek and science fiction and things like that. Do you guys like anything like that, like sci-fi, fantasy, Lord of the Rings? I love space as well, just as as a subject, as a concept. Astronomy. I love learning about the planets, about the sun, and I'd always kind of keep my ear open for any kind of science developments, especially with space, because there's always loads of new information coming in. So Wise and Cube, I need to go. I'm going to eat dinner. You enjoy your dinner, Wise and Cube. Um, I hope it's good. I'm looking forward to my Saturday dinner. My mother's preparing my dinner at the moment, so that should be ready. It's 20 to 5 here, so hopefully I'll be having my dinner in the next hour or so. My uncle is here as well, so thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next live. So yeah, space is amazing. I know all the planets. I know lots of information, but is there any science that you guys are interested in? I love all kinds of science, like biology, physics, as much as I can understand it. I do have like a superficial knowledge of a lot of science, but when it comes to astronomy and space and the galaxies and universe, it's really, really fascinating. And I have done a lot of videos on the channel about like space and Mars and different vocabulary. So definitely check those out. But if you ever have any requests for a video, you can leave a comment or you can leave a chat and just let me know what you want, and I'll do my best to do that for you. If you're a student member, your request gets priority. So the next video I'm doing is on nutrition, and that will cover lots of vocabulary related to nutrition. I'll be doing definitions, and I'll be doing example phrases as well. So on the channel, you'll always get like a really comprehensive CELTA version of a lesson. So guys, we are at 25 minutes in the live. I'm going to stay on. My battery is actually running. Let me just see what the battery is running at. Battery is running at 14%, and it's going down pretty quick. So I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. But yeah, let me know what you're thinking, what your plans are for the weekend. The sun is coming out. When I started this live, it was raining, and now the sun has come out, but it's actually drizzly. That drizzly is what we say when the rain is very light. Like you can almost walk in it, it's not too bad. But if the rain is very light, we say it's drizzly, drizzling. So yeah, I really want to get out for a walk today. So maybe after dinner, I'll be able to get out for a walk and exercise and maybe just go for a walk for an hour. Maybe have a chat with a friend or two later on the phone or whatever. So Suryan Shu, I hope I'm saying your name right, is asking me where I'm from. So I am from Ireland, in Europe. I live in the city of Dublin, a beautiful city, very friendly, very welcoming. Has lots of good points, a few bad points, like everywhere, but a really great place to live. Very positive. People are lovely, and we have a nice culture here. And Dublin is a beautiful city. Again, a few problems, but overall a great city, very friendly. So, where are you from? Let me know where you're from. And yeah, so weekend is here. Tomorrow, I'm going to get that YouTube video finished and out for my student members, and then it'll be published on Monday. So definitely check it out. The video will probably be about 7 to 10 minutes. So it's a quick video, but it will cover like the 15 words which are really, really essential for nutrition. And these are not just for I have it classed as a medical English lesson. But if you're interested in English, you should be really looking at every single topic that's coming out and trying to soak up as much vocabulary, because these are words which we use in our everyday lives. Something is, oh, I want to eat that. That looks really nutritious. What's my BMI? All those kind of things. So I have one from Rahul Nishad. Hi, brother, where are you from? So, another question about where I'm from. I am from Dublin in Ireland, and the great country of Ireland. And I hope you know where it is. It's in Europe. We're right on the western side of Europe, and right on the Atlantic Ocean. So, a beautiful place. A little bit rainy at the moment. Sun is trying to peek through, but yeah, great place. I have no children, nothing, no children at all. Nice to meet you too, Rahul. So Suryan Shu is asking me how many children I have. I have no children, I'm afraid. Nothing. Zero. How many children? Do you have children? Let me know. Hands up who has children here. I have not, and I don't know if children are going to be a part of my life. I'm very busy with all my children here on YouTube. Adopt me. No. I'm too busy. If I had to adopt, I have 181,000 followers, so that's a lot of people to adopt. And I don't think I could afford to adopt. Uh, I think Felipe's Missy is leaving us, so have a great day, Felipe. Thank you. I hope I said your name right, and have a great day. So, adoption options. I don't know. Maybe that will be another tier on the membership. Um, every Rahul Nasad has asked me on my everyday live on YouTube. Yes, I try and go everyday live. I did take a little break last week because I was just really busy with my own work, but I do try and go live every day around this time between 2 and 5, just when I can get on, and I usually come on for about 30 to 40 minutes, and I try and cover, this is an English learning channel, but I find if I come on here with a very, rigid structure, people get very bored. So I've just found that people like just to chat. And for me, that's a little bit more engaging, to be honest, and a little bit more fun. So you can get the education side on the long format videos that I do. I do one or two a week, and you can come on the live chat for more kind of conversational English and just to listen to me talk about my life, really. I come on, I have a list here of topics to talk about, if I start to, stop being able to talk. So I have things I can jump to. So yeah, tell me your schedule of YouTube live stream. So pretty much as I can, and I come on every afternoon, and I'm on Irish time, which is GMT or British time, even though Ireland is not part of Britain. But I'm usually on in the afternoon between 2 and 4, and I usually come on for about 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes at a time. So if you set notifications for the channel, if you subscribe and get notifications, you'll get an email or a notification on your phone when I go live, and you can jump on and join me. And if you have any questions about English culture, maybe you saw something on TV or some kind of news item and you have a question about it, you could just jump on and ask me about it, and I'll try and be as honest and impartial as I can be, and no bullshit. So I'll try and tell you like I see it. I can't talk. Obviously, I have to be careful about things that I say. I don't want to be coming on and swearing and saying politically insensitive things. And I always want to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. I don't want to come on and say something that's wrong or that's insensitive. And if that does happen, I just have to apologize. But it's hard. Dear teacher, I will follow you on Instagram. Thank you. I will. Let me just see if I can. I don't know. Can I actually jump in the chat myself and see? Let me just see if I can actually put the. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my screen, and you can see. I think I have it linked in the channel information. Let me just jump to my channel information for 1 second, and I'll just see. I think it's there. Yeah. So if you go on, I don't have any way to go on the chat. Let me just see if I can. Sorry for this. Apologies. One moment. Yes, I can. So I'm going to put the link in the for the Instagram now in the chat. Just give me 1 second and I will do that now. One moment. Bum 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 bum. Sorry, I just have to log in. So do 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 do. That's my waiting music. I just need to log in. I think logging in. Sorry. One moment, please. Codes. I have to get codes. Okay, I'm just going to type it in. I'm just going to type in what my handle is because I can't get in. So it's the lens of chair. So I've just put that in there now. Hopefully you will see it. Yeah, it's there. So that's my handle on Instagram. If anybody wants to subscribe, you'll see a lot more of behind the scenes of my life. It's really, there's nothing, I don't really post anything about ing participle. Suryan Shu is asking, these are all used in sentences for adding extra information about, from, preposition, conjunction. Yeah, so like anything that we put into a sentence is, every part of the sentence adds in a specific, piece of the information. You have your subject, you have your object, you have the verb in the middle, and then everything else adds in more information. The participle, the preposition, the conjunction, anything like that will give you extra information about direction, time, location, all those kind of things. So yeah, but we'll just do lessons. I generally don't do that much grammar on the channel just because you guys, we don't learn grammar when we're growing up in school. We do spelling because the grammar is just something that we just inherently learn as we naturally pick up the language. We don't do the grammar. I think is because we would be confused about it. So when you're learning grammar, you actually have a much better foundation in grammar than me, and probably have a better knowledge of it as well. So you'll notice on the channel that really my lessons are more, about reading, writing, talking, phrases, and vocabulary, because the lessons I do are more professionally based and professionally, focused. So that really is, the kind of structure of the channel is not grammar and really just kind of professional English, understanding the tone and the nuances and the vocabulary that you need. But I do grammar with the vocabulary and the sentences and all that, so there's a little bit of everything, but I tend not to do too much in the way of grammar, but it's no problem to do it. So my battery is actually running low. What is it at now? I'm at 6%. So I'm going to log off, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. Suriana Shu, give me a day or two and join me back again, and I'll have a whole lesson prepared and I'll have all your answers covered. So definitely join me again. Make sure to subscribe and get notified when I'm coming on. If you want to join my student membership, you'll get lots of extra perks. There's two levels really. There's a third one that's really expensive, but I don't expect anyone to get it. There's two levels. Student one unlocks my archive of 300 videos. Student membership, you get the same, but you also get my PDF guides, and that's €5 a month. It's really great value. By accessing it, you'll get 80 plus guides instantly that you can keep and download. So thank you for subscribing, Suriana Shu, and I'll see you in a future lesson for a bit more grammar. We'll probably just cover bit by bit. So I'll probably just do the preposition to, or different, the number and the other meanings of it. So we'll cover all different aspects of it, pronunciation, spelling, the whole shebang. So I'll see you in the next live or two, and we'll do that. And yeah, I'll be back on. Afternoon time between 2 and 4 most days. Just set the notifications on the channel and you'll be able to join me live. And if you have any questions, just as you're going about your day, if you think of an English question, if you think of a life question about culture, if you see something on the TV or the news about Western culture or world politics or anything like that, and you want to understand it, what it means, the nuance or the language around it, just let me know. So keep your phone, keep a note in your phone, and just make sure that you keep those questions down. So, and if I can't answer, if I find that something's too much, I'll put it aside and we'll do a bigger lesson all about that. So it'll give me time to research and have everything ready for you. So I am from Dublin in Ireland, in Europe. So we're a small country. We have about 5 million people, and yeah, Republic of Ireland, great nation. And I'm Irish, and I'm in Dublin, in the capital city. I'm just in the suburbs. Thank you so much, Suriana Shu, and thank you so much all for joining me today. I'm going to log off now. I'm going to get my dinner ready. I'm going to go down and talk to my uncle and have some family time. So I wish you all a beautiful Saturday, and I'll see you tomorrow about between 2 and 4. I just jump on when I can. Okay? So have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.